Hi, I'm Tom Trust, and it's been a while. I've been busy doing other things. But in the meantime, I've discovered Labour MEP Richard Corbett's internet blog. I suppose his language is fairly muted compared to some of the more wildly worded statements you get from both sides of the European Union argument. However, he still uses the language of careful. For example, on the subject of approval of the EU constitution, he ranks people who say that there's votes against it. And he says, yeah, but what about all the approval that the constitution has had? So I had a look. And as at December 2006, what I could find was approval from Spain, Italy, Slovenia, Austria, Hungary, Slovakia, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Greece, Belgium, Cyprus, Malta and Luxembourg. Claims that the votes, if you total up all the votes from the countries that actually had referenda, there's more for than against. Well, the voters of France voted against, the voters of Holland voted against, the voters of Spain voted for it, 77% in favour. That's of the 42% who voted, which means 32% of the electorate said yes. Luxembourg, well, 56% of their vote. They have a population of 465,000, about the same size as Cornwall. The other countries, well, there was no referendum. It was the governments that approved it. Now, we know that in the United Kingdom, if the government was asked to approve the constitution, it would. It would. We also know that if there was a referendum of the population, it would be rejected. I don't know how many of these other countries where the governments didn't give their people a chance to speak would have had the same result. But for Richard Corbett to claim that the vast majority of states in the EU have approved it is a good way of fogging up the truth. Mainly that has been through governments. Two countries given referenda voted in favour, one of which was the mighty Luxembourg, against it. Before there was any referenda at all, it was boldly announced by the EU that the constitution had to be approved by all the member states, otherwise it was dead in the water. So two member states vote no, and oh, it's not dead in the water, it's going to be revived by the Germans. So Richard Corbett, I'm not quite sure how socialism and the EU fit together because of the way that they have broken up state monopolies. Pass that one by because of course things like the minimum wage would be so, but you can't always believe everything you read when the UK has got to get out of the EU. It's strangling us, it's costing us a lot of money. We've got to get out.